talk about the development of the kidney. So the kidney, you have pronephros. The intermediate mesoderm is divided into pronephros, mesonephros, and metanephros. What happens is the pro and the meso will slowly degenerate. From the mesonephric duct or the Wolffian duct, we get a mesonephric. From the mesonephros, you'll get a mesonephric duct. So what happens is, so what happens is from the since both they slowly degenerate, from the mesoderm you have the metanephric blastema and the ureteric duct, but the ureteric bud is from the mesonephric duct, that is which we saw, Wolffian duct. This metanephric blastema will give rise to Bowman's capsule, PCT, loop of Henle, DCT, connecting tubules till that. And the rest of the system, collecting duct, major and minor calyx, pelvis, ureter, will be coming from the ureteric bud, which is the mesonephric duct or the Wolffian duct. Okay. Now, if you see what happens is, so we saw that kidney is from the mesoderm, intermediate mesoderm. The ureter is also from the mesoderm, which is the ureter is also from the mesoderm, and the trigone is also from the mesoderm. Only two things, that is the urinary bladder, which is from the urogenital sinus, which is made up of endoderm, and the urethra, which is also made up of endoderm mainly. Now the urethra is prostatic urethra, membranous, and penile urethra. All these are endoderm, except the posterior wall of the urethra is mesoderm, and the terminal last part alone is the ectoderm. It's the same thing in females. In females, the posterior wall will be from the mesoderm. Now this Wolffian duct, which I was talking about from the ureteric bud, this mesonephric duct is also known as the Wolffian duct. What will happen is it will form the ureteric bud and the derivatives of all these two. So collecting duct, major, minor, ureter, all these things will form the ureteric, which is from the Wolffian duct or the mesonephric duct. And also the trigone. Part of trigone is also from the mesonephric duct. And the posterior wall of the prostatic urethra, we saw it is from the mesoderm, right? The posterior wall of the prostatic urethra. So same thing happens in female, ureteric bud, trigone, and the posterior wall of the prostatic urethra. And also other things like the spermatic pathway, epididymis, vas deferens, seminal vesicles, ejaculatory duct, and the prostate gland. And females, the remnant is the Gardner's duct. All on the mesoderm contents. Now we have another duct called a Mullerian duct or a paramesonephric duct. In male, the remnants are prostatic utricle or utricle prostaticus and appendix of testis, which is also known as hydatid of Morgagni. In female, the remnant of the Mullerian duct is, the Mullerian duct will form, the Mullerian duct will form the fallopian tube, uterus, and the upper part of the vagina. But in male, the remnant of the Mullerian duct is the prostatic utricle and appendix of testis, which is also known as hydatid of Morgagni.